Hey, my darlings. I'm back with some more story. Let's see if we can get off the moon. I had my booster jab this morning, and I've been working for like most of the day, so I'm a little bit drained, but I want to try and advance a little bit more story. And see if I can maybe get an hour's worth of progress in. Everything is alright with Urianja then? That's a relief. Oh, back so soon? Oh, Elita, we thought you'd be away for far longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you're here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he's determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest, or perhaps as a way to slow him down? Oh, what's the rush? I was thinking we should all wait here and maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Ah, well, if it's really that important. You can try using these balls of moose flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Ahem. Running Way's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in Greatest Endvale when last I saw him. Let's split up and find him. Oh, I'm a little bit cold. Search your surroundings for Running Way. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target Running Way and throw moose balls with X or R2. Okie dokie. Ow, that smarts. If that was meant to be a joke, then it's not funny. Yes, I'm Running Way. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Ha! That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's much to do before the Great Voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other lower peat around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I've work to do. And I'm off. Oh no, you caught him? I mean, well done you. Any luck? I tried near the entrance, but there was no sign of him. I couldn't find hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? So, he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Sorry, terribly sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Urianji? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'd be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway? Between Growingway's suddenly lapse of memory and lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianji a hand. What? Now, hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. I am beginning to grow tired of these games. If some scheme was afoot, surely Urianji would be the first to see through it. Then again, he does tend to give others the benefit of the doubt. Growingway is finished fidgeting with nervous energy, but is excitement or worry? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I promised Livingway I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Laura Peats are up to something, but if there ought to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along, for now at least. Oh, what? There are so many quests. Yes! Something goes bump in the greatest Evansdale, and it has muffin making sound. Oh dear! Oh my! Oh dear! This is terrible! Thank goodness you're here. There's a strange sound coming from the waterway. I think there might be something wrong with the water regulation system. What if the water starts to flow backwards? Or worse? Everything must be inspected from top to bottom, but time is of the essence and I can't possibly hope to do it all on my own. Not as quickly as I'd like at any rate. Please say you will help. Oh, thank goodness. Look for the water towers to the north and you'll find the regulators. If you can take care of that, I'll see to the rest. We can reconvene here once you've finished. Inspect the water towers to the north and I'll see to the rest. The bouncy Loperite would ask you to lend them an ear. Just the person I was hoping to see. I'd like your thoughts on something if you have a moment. As you might have noticed, this park is rather drab as it is now, which is why I plan to plant flowers to liven things up a little. Of course, there's no guarantee that my tastes are in line with those of your people. We have a most wondrous assortment of plants as Lovingway's darlings. And it would mean the moon to me if you picked which flowers we use here in the park. Hooray to the gardens! Then you're going to love them, I know it. Learning Way's worries, one of his fellow Loperite has met with misfortune. If you're not too busy, might I trouble you to look into something for me? I recently heard word that one of our fellows is acting strangely near one of the water reserves in Greater Densvale. Everyone knows that water is for our passengers to be, and if anything should happen to those reserves, it could ruin everything. I doubt they would talk to me, but I expect they might be willing to confess their plans if you asked them. You'll help, won't you? The reserve you'll be looking for is the northern end of the Greater Densvale. Please hurry before they do anything foolish. I can't imagine what they would want with the water, but we can't risk anything happening to that reserve. You hear an odd bubbling murmur. The machine seems to be malfunctioning. You hear nothing out of the ordinary. You hear nothing out of the ordinary. Why? Who are you? What's the matter? Suspicious? Me? But why? I haven't done anything wrong. Urianger was teaching me about telling fortunes, and I've been trying to practice so I could show the others how it's done. In fact, I even made my own carrot cards, so they're not quite as fancy as Urianger's. I tried making them to see what good fortune will come to the people of Inris when they visit the moon, but... Maybe I did it wrong, but the cards had nothing good to say. I got the complete opposite. So I thought I'd try again after purifying myself in the water here. That is what your people do, yes? I read that it's possible to purify oneself using water, but I don't feel as if anything has changed. Maybe I've missed a step somewhere. Oh, could you draw the water for me? Coming from Hythen's Chosen, I'm sure it'd be the most purifyingest water ever. All you have to do is fill this empty bottle with water and pour it on me. Please, the outcome of my character card reading is in your hands. I know good fortune in the cards for people of Ithris. I just need a little help proving it. Bottle of cool, clear water. Ah, how refreshing. I feel like a brand new Loperite. Already I can feel my spirit overflowing with good fortune. Time to have another look at those character cards and see what awaits the people of Etheris. How did everything look on your side? A murmur by the northeast regulator. I think I know what the problem is. We released fish into the river so our guests could go fishing, but they're likely attracted to the heat of the regulators. Not to worry, this is like one little bump on the road to building a fantastic recreational facility, and thanks to you the path forward can be made smoother. When our work is finished, I hope you'll visit again and make the most of what we have to offer. Well, it's really more of your kind coming. I'd rather not be doing all this work for nothing, you know. Well, did you find out what that good-for-nothing was up to? Oh, really? That's actually quite admirable, making such efforts to understand the culture of Etheris. That said, I'm not sure one is meant to redraw cards until they find the desired result. Or perhaps I misheard how fortune-telling's meant to work. Maybe I should go and talk to them about that. Then again, there's been no harm done. And in the meanwhile, perhaps I'll discuss the finer points of card reading with them another day. Thank you for looking into this. Oh, what a pleasure it is to actually meet you. I've read so much about you. Knockingway would like you to call upon a friend. Hail, person. Yes, you. Do you have a moment? You see, ever since we were up for inspection, a friend of mine has been acting a little funny. Funnier than usual, even. I can hear him sighing from all the way over there. I would go and call on him, as I do, but he always insists nothing's wrong. I think he'll be unable to help himself in opening up to you, though. He always has ever been fond of people. Would you mind lending him an ear or two? Many thanks to you. My friend's name is Dreamingway, and he should be somewhere nearby. Just follow the lamentatious snuffling. I'm fairly certain I can hear sounds of distress emanating from the eastern quadrant. The Bruce Glorpies has a mind to do something dangerous, and has clearly heard of your proclivity for recklessness. I hear you have a penchant for excitement and adventure, is that correct? Then I assume in your travels you have doubtless heard tales of the Alligans. Yes, and nearly everything wrong with the world seems to be their fault. I thought as much. I asked because I have plans to survey an Allagan relic not too far from here. The weapons guarding it, however, make it too dangerous for me to go alone. I trust you see where this is going, so you're interested in a little adventure? Much obliged now, let's be off. No time to waste. Stay focused, dreaming way. Sure you're no working way, but... Oh my. You're not a laparoid. Am I dreaming? Is the day finally here? Am I truly talking with a visitor from Ethris? Whatever can I help you with, kind madam? One of your friends asked me to check on you. Who put you up to such a thing? In any case, I could bother another guest with my silly troubles. If you insist, perhaps I could share a nibble of what's on my mind. But first, may I ask your name? Elita Draconia. Oh, a truly spectacular name. I'm sure it speaks your character in one way or another. If only I could say the same for mine. Perhaps it was mistake to choose to dream from that tome of words, for try as I might, I have no such thing, and seeing everyone else live up to their names since their awakening has only made me more aware of it. The people of Ethris on the paw seem to dream a great deal. Have you advice for me? Focus on what you love to do. But that's the problem. I haven't the foggiest idea what that would be. Tell my fellow Loperites mates, I've known them since, well, we were created, so perhaps they see something in me that I cannot. With their help, you must be able to find an objectively appropriate dream for me to pursue. You know best what would be of service to mankind, after all. I'm all ears, so you need only tell me once you've come up with something, anything at all. I hope the others have something to say about me. He's no sluggard, I can tell you that. Always happy to lend a paw when there's work to be done. Compared to some of the others, well, let's just say he's a great help. Jimmy has never been one to stand about twiddling his paws, unlike some. You want to know about Jamie Way? I can't say I know him terribly well. He's always rushing off to a new task, just as soon as he finishes an old one. I've always thought him a good sort, though. Jamie Way is always there when I need him, and always rushing off to the next thing that catches his eye when I don't. dreaming way, he can do anything he sets his mind to. He doesn't complain about getting his paws dirty either. That said, I'm not sure I can think of anything he's particularly gifted at. I doubt there's anything he can't do, really. Why are you lazing about? We'll never be ready for a guest arrival if you keep working at that pace. Did they have a lot of insight this year? Now please say they did. That's more or less what I expected, I suppose. Nice enough, but in no way gifted. Perhaps I was never meant to dream. It's never too late to dream. You really think so? Goodness, people truly are as kind as they say. In that case, I promise not to give up till we find my dream, even if it's the last thing I do. Huh? That got grim? Let's exhaust our other options before we go for anything potentially lethal, shall we? Dreaming Wish would show you how he spends his day. My warmest and fuzziest thanks for your continued help, Elita. I was thinking, if the other Loperites can't tell you what I might be best at, perhaps you could follow me around and see for yourself. My primary work includes gathering materials, equipment maintenance, and most importantly carrot production, all indispensable to our day-to-day operations, as I'm sure you'll agree. As for what to show you, perhaps a spot of foraging. Everyone likes a good forage. We'll need to go and see Thinking Way in Greatest Endsville first. There's a Loperite who allocates this sort of work. I'd hate to step on any toes. guiding ray has a request that only an adventurer such as yourself could fulfill. Ah, there you are. Do you have a moment? While going over the resources sent by our collaborators, I stumbled upon a rather curious morsel of information that wants for verification. Is it true that you procure crafting materials from other living creatures, and thereafter use them to craft without using creation magic? Incredible! I'd like to try my hand at it, but first I'll require materials to craft with. Considering what resources are here in Mare Lamatorium, I thought a Draconia would be a perfect specimen to harvest material from, but I am hardly a hunter. But that's where you come in. Being Heidel's champion and all, I have no doubt you can handle a Draconia or two. Might I trouble you to bring one back for study? Wonderful. The Draconias inhabit the area around Lovingway's Darlings. If you're looking for a place to start, happy hunting. You should have no trouble finding a Draconia near Lovingway's Darlings. Something ruffled the fur of this Loperite. Pardon me, could you spare a moment? A friend and I plan to go and meet you shortly after we woke from hibernation, you see. But they're the excitable sort, and well, after much shouting and hopping, they somehow ran straight into a wall. They're yet to awake. On one part, I understand their enthusiasm. We were all ecstatic that our very first visitor had arrived from Aetheris. On the other, they ran into a wall. Still, I do feel bad for them, so I want to get them a surprise, something to cheer them up when they wake. I dare not venture out alone though, so I was hoping you could come with me. Meet me in southern Mare Lamatorium, and we'll see if we can't find something nice. The sprightly Loperite has lost track of their friends, and can use a helping hand. You're that visitor that everyone's been talking about. I don't suppose you have time to assist me in a matter of life and death. 4 of my friends went out to patrol the moon, and mine for ore. They should be back by now, but, well, I'm worried something happened. I can't say I'm keen on the idea of coming face-to-face growth with one of those roving fungi by myself, though. Could you come along, please? Come along. Thank you. Let's hop to it then. My friends were heading towards the Chlorophobulus, but... The Draconia Loperite wants to see how tough you really are. My, what impeccable timing. I was hoping you might stop by. As you well know by now, these facilities were built to meet any and all needs your people might have. However, you're not at all what we expected, and I don't mean just your exceedingly diminutive stature. A great number of changes must be made, including to our sentry drones. We have no frame of reference for what may pose a threat to your kind, and I believe a better understanding of your strength may enlighten us. Not just your physical strength, mind, but your strategic prowess as well. Which is why I'd like to see how you fare in a fight. What do you say? Wonderful. If you can meet as me in Greatest Endsvale, I'll see that everything is ready when you get there. The bashful operator has a secret to tell you. Oh, excuse me. You're the visit from Etheridge, right? If it's alright, I'd like to have a word with you. In private. Well, I can't talk about it here. Might we step outside of Beastways River? I'll be waiting for you around the northern end of Mario Laboratorium. I see you have a rather special companion today. Dreaming Way. What's the occasion? Oh, nothing of import. She's simply here to observe me as I go about my day. Speaking of which, are there any tasks in need of doing? As a matter of fact, there are. Building ways in need of more crystals. Could you perchance mine some? But of course, I suppose he'll use the usual assortment. Right then, it's off to Valos Veneris. I'll go on ahead and look for a suitable deposit of crystals. Might I assist you with something? Let's get started, shall we? Activating Terminal 1. Begin data acquisition. You certainly have a knack for battle. I can hardly imagine how strong your enemies must be. All the more reason our sentries are in serious need of improvements. Now, might I trouble you for one more test? That's the spirit. I can't imagine you'll have much trouble after seeing your first display. But one can never have too much data. Let's try one of our drones from Terminal 2. That was incredible. You haven't been sneaking any iron carrots, have you? I had no idea your kind were so fearsome in battle. Maybe we should just forget the sentries and have you guard Beastway's burrow. I jest. We would never dream of putting you or your people in harm's way. I want to thank you properly, but not here. Let's head back to the main plaza. The moon will be as safe can be once the drones are refurbished, and thanks to you I have all the data I could ask for. So I did read something a touch concerning in one of your books the collaborator sent us. Something about certain drinks you imbibe that make you a threat to yourselves and everyone around you. I hope our drones are be prepared for such an emergency. At any rate, I better get back to work. It's not much, but I'd like to have this as a small token for your help. And I'm gonna stop there for now. Love you all, my beloved darlings. I'm just getting way too tired to do any more right now. I will hopefully continue more tomorrow. Or maybe the day after. See how I feel when I get a chance to play. Right, take care now, my darlings. Love you all. Bye for now.